Ikra, or Ikra, is next up, playing on Rotterdam, and this is a very, very accurate clip with the Lee Enfield, a super high IQ play at the start there, getting those camping enemies taken out from behind the tram, and then the rest of it, well, is just super satisfying as he gets mega aggressive, gets involved, and gets a 7-man kill feed in a very short space of time. Maxik is next up, and this guy is a beast. Let me tell you, the clips he sends in always have me smiling. It's insane what he can do, and he's also streaming most of the time as well, which adds extra pressure. He's almost like another version of Stoddy. If you know that guy, he's one of the best snipers on the game, and Maxik is definitely up on his level. Check out this clip. As you can tell, he's as surprised as I am, as the streak just keeps on going, pulling off a massive amount of points in several different feeds.
Holy crap. What am I doing? What was that, dude?
Next up, we have Gamers Arena. Playing on Twisted Steel, this is going to be a mega accurate clip as he flanks around the back of a selection of enemy players. The Krag Jorgensen is his sniper of choice, and as you can tell, some of these headshots are so clean. He's getting them through bits of cover. Just as enemies peek, he's managing to pull off headshots. The reactions, the little flicks, really satisfying, and he manages to get himself a load of kills in that little flank. Next up, we have a clip on Aras, sent in from Elite Gaming, and this is one of those clips that is just amazing because it doesn't stop. It goes on for a little bit of time in the first feed as he picks up a selection of headshots, racking up some serious score. Unfortunately, he trades, I think, with that last guy before being revived. I skipped it forward a little bit, or in fact, he had edited it out, and this is what happens next. A few more kills, a double at the end with a nade, a nice clip, rounded off with some good, intelligent play.
Ich hab ne Bombe für Sie!
Next up, we've got Abo Hagos, and this is one of my favourite clips in the episode. The speed in which he finds his targets and then connects headshots is so satisfying. A very short clip with nearly 2,000 points racked up. We have a clip sent in from Louis LV, and he is going to be playing on Rotterdam. As you can tell, he's getting himself a perfect position on the enemy players who are looking to be pushing through this doorway on the underground car park section. See how many shots he fires and the accuracy he has. He gets 6 kills from 5 shots. Absolutely devastating to that enemy team and stops their push right in its tracks. Jax is next, and this guy is always going to be pulling off amazing clips no matter what Battlefield game it is. BF5 though is no different as he gets a pilot snipe on the guy in that Stuka. The next clip he's going to be playing on Aerodrome, pulling off something very special.
Oh my god, where am I getting shot from? You hit a triple? Hell yeah, let's go.
Leading on from that clip from Jax, we're going to be looking at a selection of triple collats and pilot snipes, just things that you love to see on Battlefield 5. I'll let a few of these clips play in the background.
Trippel HS!
Va?
Trippel HS!
Åh, så tykis! Åh, så klipp!
Fortify your positions in this sector.
Now back onto the main clips in this episode. We have Cubic. He's playing on Twisted Steel on the bridge. His Lee Enfield is perfectly positioned for this sort of stuff as he peers through a broken section of sandbags at enemy players that are either throwing grenades or trying to work out what enemy to shoot at. There's a lot of stuff going on here. It's very, very busy, and he manages to get 5 kills with a triple. Again with the Enfield, but this time on Narvik, he's pulling off a very similar sort of kill feed, 5 kills, but a bit of a surprise towards the end of the clip. His final clip in this week's episode is using the Krag Jorgensen on Hamada, pushing towards this section of the map. It's a difficult one, Hamada, because you're so open all the time, which is great for sniping because there are lots of enemies that you can shoot at, lots of different angles, lots of different engagement distances that you can dominate at, but at the same time, you're also going to be getting shot at from lots of snipers. Maybe not always snipers either, you do get a lot of bipodders, and in this clip, he's dealing with every single threat, racking up quite a few kills and some insane accuracy along the way before getting onto the flag and starting to cap it for his team. Savon is next up with a really awesome clip with the Krag Jorgensen playing on Rotterdam. He's going to be pulling off a really clean kill feed. Neon is next, Twisted Steel. And this clip is very satisfying because of the amount of players that you've got peeking over that sandbag. He has sent in previously clips pretty similar to this where he hasn't actually sniped them. He sneaked around the side of the sandbags and used throwing knives and the like to kill these players. It's really common on Twisted Steel, this sort of stuff. If you're looking for a kill feed, that's the map you can try out to start with. Moving on, we've got Cycle playing on Aerodrome. A very accurate clip, this one, as he manages to get his range perfectly dialed in with the Lee Enfield, aiming towards the central part of the map. The same map, but this time we're going to be looking at a clip sent in from Naki. Finally, somebody using the Kar 98K. It's nice to see this weapon in use. A nice scope on it as well to get right into the soul of the enemy players who are camping over in their base, as is often the case on Aerodrome if the attackers don't push out of their base. A nice clip nonetheless. Next up we have the Anime Genius. He's going to be playing again in a similar position, but this time he's going to be looking for a more aggressive streak on players that are actually getting off their asses and pushing towards the objective. He's putting them in a bit of a situation though, as he's got a nice angle. There are a few camping enemies, as you can tell, but that's no problem for him as they just get wiped off the map. A really nice clip. Umar Kings is next, and as usual he's sent in quite a few clips. I've got 3 of them here that I thought were the best. The fact that this guy gets so many clips doesn't surprise me purely because of his accuracy. You look how many headshots he gets, and that's the case for a lot of clips in this video. Not many body shots, lots of headshots. And in Battlefield 5, the headshot hitbox is slightly bigger, meaning headshots are more common, but at the same time, you still do have to aim at the head to get the kill. And I find myself personally getting a few headshots, but not as many as these guys. You can get lucky headshots all the time, but getting this many and being this consistent is purely down to skill, and this is just fantastic stuff.
Watch out there! Eyes over here!
Next up, we've got a clip sent in from Samuelson90. He's playing on a RAS in a very unusual position. He's managed to get himself on the roof. And I do see the odd player getting up here, but it's not a super common position because you're so exposed. And you really do have to take out the enemies in order to make this effective. And that's exactly what he does as he spots enemies towards the Bravo objective and manages to take down a whole load of them in around 30 seconds.
Ooh, sniped.
Global Agent is next. This is all about the headshots, this clip. So many on this game of operations on aerodrome pushing towards the Alpha objective. He's in a situation here, as we mentioned in previous clips, where he's an attacker and he's got enemies shooting into his base. It's not a very well designed map, this, if you don't have an aggressive attacking side. He's playing the passive role, sitting behind this little dune here, looking to take down enemies at not a whole load of range, but enough range for the sniper to be definitely the most effective weapon. Maybe an SLR would also be a good choice. So far, so good. He gets a lot of headshots, as I said, in this streak. I believe it's 12 in total, included purely because of the accuracy. This one is a very nice play. STZRS or Stars or something like that is playing on Narvik, pushing towards the Bravo objective. The enemies are capping it quickly. His team need to get themselves sorted out so they can take down some of these enemy players before they lose Bravo. He's doing his best to get himself a selection of kills. Very, very accurate stuff indeed. I'm finishing off today with a Battlefield 1 clip. As I've done in previous episodes, I'll include the odd BF1 clip if it is really an exceptional one. This one's sent in from Turbo. He's playing on Amiens, a map that I really hope gets reintroduced into BF5 at some point. In my opinion, it was an absolute classic. Provided so many awesome moments, and when you've got a well-designed map, why not look to put it into future games? Maybe not a carbon copy, but take some of the better parts of it and stick it onto BF5. This really does show you, though, what sniping was about in Battlefield 1, the sweet spot being mega effective, but also being in a situation where you can hold down a doorway on a game of operations. So important and very, very lucrative. Thanks for watching this week's Top Plays. If you did enjoy, leave a like down below. So many clips. Check out the channels in the description. Thanks for sending in your stuff, and I'll catch you in the next episode.